Bill Balog and Spencer Bayston on row 1. Row 2 is Justin Peck and Tyler Courtney. Row 3, Travis Arenz and Cy Lynch. Row 4, Dason Pursley and Ayrton Gennetten. Row number 5 is Tanner Thorson and Aaron Reutzel. Row 6, Brent Marks and Max Guilford. Row 7 is Scotty Thiel and Corey Day. Row 8 is Danny Sams and Anthony Macri. Row 9, Brad Sweet, Tim Shaffer, Kasey Kahne, Chase Randall, Kyle Larson, Brenham Crouch, Rico Abreu, and Joel Myers Jr. 141 Speedway. We got them racked, we got them stacked, and we've got the grandstands packed. Let's go racing off at turn number 4. We are green. Green flag is out at 141 Speedway, and Bill Balog jumps out with the early race lead. They're side by side back behind him for that second position. Justin Peck up across the nose of Spencer Bayston will take second away, but does he? Because here comes Tyler Courtney off the bottom, and Sunshine's got P2 across the line. Tyler Courtney around the bottom of the racetrack trying to find his way by Justin Peck. He will do so down the back straightaway. Tyler Courtney quickly into the second spot, but now trying to track down the 13-time 141 Speedway winner in Bill Balog. Race is on for third as Spencer Bayston nearly lost the hill. Bayston just took a detour through the infield and kept on going. Bayston cut through the infield. He's still running that 4th position. What a wild moment there at the start of this one at 141. Bayston now almost clips the wall in turn 1 as he is falling back. Start on the outside of the front row. Now challenged down low by Cy Lynch in the 42. Cy Lynch around the bottom trying to go by. He will make the pass for 4th off of turn number 4. Cy Lynch looking for his best finish of the season with Kubota Highland Racing. His previous best with 8th place run at Butler Motor Speedway. Your race leader already into lap traffic with Bill Balog. Up front, the 17B trying to run away and hide. But Tyler Courtney is looking for his first Highland Racing win of the year. We're on race number 17, and the 7BC has not went to victory lane yet. Tyler Courtney, no doubt about it, closing the gap that last time by. And it is absolute chaos in front of your race leader. They are 3 wide across the line in front of him. Now Tyler Courtney in the back pocket of Bill Balog. Balog has to evacuate the bottom, goes to the top. Tyler Courtney looks low into turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, Balog may have seen him there. He goes low into turn 3. Justin Peck, he's trying to become a part of the mix as well. Balog cannot get by Chase Randall, new leader across the line. Tyler Courtney takes the lead on lap number 3. Sunshine to the top spot of turn number 2. Bill Balog still back in the second spot. He gets by the number 9 arm, Chase Randall. Oh, watch out right in front of your leader. Brenham Crouch goes around. The caution comes out. Caution comes out for the CJB Motorsports number 5, Brenham Crouch. We'll see where Balog chooses. It looks like he will go low, and Tyler Courtney will go to the top, so no games being played throughout the first couple of cars. There goes Arenz. He actually follows Bayston to the bottom, and that'll leave the top open for Tanner Thorson. He will go to the outside of row number 3 for the upcoming start. Bill Balog does have 1 win this year in his full-time season with the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series that came back at the Talladega Short Track in Alabama. He currently sits 8th in the overall point standings with the Outlaws. If he can win tonight, it would be his first with Kubota Highland Racing, and his 14th here at 141. Also would mark his first ever win during the Rudeen Foundation race. Balog also debuting that new paint scheme here tonight. Be a good way to break it in with a victory. But Tyler Courtney, it's incredible. He's only 2 points behind Brad Sweet, has not had a win all year. Can that change tonight as we come back to the green with still a long ways to go, 28 laps remaining? Maybe some contact there on the start between Justin Peck and Tyler Courtney. They get together, Sunshine goes around, and the caution comes out. The caution comes out as Tyler Courtney got tagged from behind by Justin Peck. Wow. We just were talking about Sunshine 2 points back of Brad Sweet, looking for his first win, had the lead before that yellow came out. It was negated due to the caution. And now Tyler Courtney will have to restart from the tail. Massive implications here. We'll see what happens. They go into the corner, and Justin Peck just gets into the rear bumper of Tyler Courtney and turns him around. I would like to see that one more time from the start because those two were very close coming off of turn 4. I'm not sure if the 7BC maybe got loose and came down into the side of the 26, but now we do have a cone out on the front stretch, race fans, for a single file restart due to contact on a double file. So that cone, the drivers cannot hit that cone, they can't go below that cone, and they cannot pass each other before that cone as well. So now, the top 5, Balog, Peck, Lynch, Bayston, and Arenz as we come back to green. Green flag back in the air. Bill Balog around the bottom in turn 1. Justin Peck will follow him. First car to break out of line is way back at about the 12th position. That's Reutzel running the top side of the racetrack as everybody's starting to figure it out down there in turns 3 and 4. Bill Balog up on the top. Here comes Lynch to the inside and Justin Peck into turn 1. Lynch looking for a second finishing position here tonight. That would be his best finish of the year by far. And here comes Corey Day. Payday up on the top of the racetrack. He is absolutely driving the wheels off that thing off of turn number 4. Corey Day is now up to 7th. Corey Day started back at 14th. He's up to 7th, and the only car that is in that top 7 that is on the top side of the racetrack right now. Travis Arenz around the bottom. Arenz takes 2nd across the line. Travis Arenz up to 2nd. He gets by Justin Peck. Travis Arenz having a breakout night here with Kubota Highland Racing. Made the dash and is running 2nd to Bill Balog here. Balog starting to pull away from the rest of the field as they nearly go 3 wide down there into turn 1 with Spencer Bayston, Tanner Thorson, and Lynch. And Corey Day is pounding the top for all it's worth down the back straightaway. Corey Day now the outside of Lynch. If he can make the pass on him, that would be for the 6th position. He's got it down the front straightaway. Corey Day now up to 6th. The next car he will encounters the 14 of Spencer Bayston as Lynch fights back to the inside down the back stretch. Now Corey Day goes low. They get together. Lynch goes around in turn 3. The yellow's going to have to come back out. Oh, and Brad Sweet just hit Lynch. Brad Sweet just got a huge piece of Lynch in turn 4. And there is damage to the Napa Auto Parts 49. The Nerf bar and the right side wing panel are certainly damaged on that car. As Lynch tried to move to the inside of Corey Day into turn 3, they got together and Lynch goes around. Brad Sweet is now in the work area. So the top 2 in points, both involved in an incident here tonight. Courtney went off the bumper of Justin Peck, and Brad Sweet, unable to avoid contact with a spun Lynch, takes the 49 to the work area. An absolutely massive points implication night for both of those drivers. Obviously, it's not over yet. We're only 14 completed of this 35-lapper. But for guys like Rico Abreu, Aaron Reutzel, Brent Marks, this is exactly what they needed to see for these 2 drivers to get right back into the fight. Coming into tonight, the top 5 in points were 31 points separated between the 2. And wow, Brad Sweet just came in there and clobbered, absolutely clobbered the side of the 42 right there. When I saw it in real time, it did not look like he had hit that hard, but on that replay, man, he got in there with a ton of speed. So for the restart, Bill Balog is the leader, but how about Travis Arenz running in 2nd right now? Absolutely unbelievable stuff from the driver out of Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin. Travis Arenz, a winner with the IRA earlier this year on May 7th at the Plymouth Dirt Track. Tony, what do you got?
Chase, you can see from that aerial shot there of the work area, Ty Wolfgang going to work. They've got to get that Nerf bar out, and they've brought over a set of right side headers for the driver of that 49 Napa Auto Parts, Brad Sweet. And they've already brought wings over. They've got the saw out. They're trying to make as many quick changes as they can to the right side of Brad Sweet's car, and I think you described it perfectly. In real time, it looked like maybe just a bounce, a ricochet off of the 42 Mercedes Motorsports machine of Lynch, but then when you see it replayed, quite a glancing blow as work continues in the work area for Brad Sweet. Remember, he made headlines when he suffered his first DNF of the season and in his high-limit career back at Lakeside to start this hectic month of May off. They're trying to get him pushed back to where the push Jeeps will be able to line up back behind him because they cannot suffer another DNF like they did. That, of course, does not look to be the fate as the 49 is back out ready to roll underneath the catwalk and get back onto the racetrack.
Yeah, he does have those 2 minutes guaranteed in the work area due to being before the halfway point of this race. And so Brad Sweet, the repairs have been made. The Frozen Farmer Pick Pint now appears on the front straightaway once again for a double foul restart. We'll see what happens here. Arenz went to the bottom the last time on the Frozen Farmer. He'll do it again. So that's going to leave the outside lane open for Justin Peck, who takes it. Tanner Thorson also going to the bottom behind Arenz. So that'll move Spencer Bayston outside row 2. Bill Balog, a 2.1 average finish at this racetrack is mind-blowing with 19 career starts. I think his worst finish ever was a 14th place run. The rest of them inside the top 5. And he's got 13 wins and I believe 4 more second place finishes. We're going green next time by. Behind the top 5, it's Corey Day, Cy Lynch, Dason Pursley, Brent Marks, and Aaron Reutzel. Brad Sweet, an update on him. He did make it back out. You saw on the flow camera, he's at the tail end of the field lining up next to Tyler Courtney for the restart. So the top 2 in points all the way at the back. Coming back to the green, off of turn number 4. We're back underway. Great restart for Arenz. He'll look low into turn 1. Trying to move by Bill Balog for the race lead. Down the backstretch, they're side by side for the top spot. Bill Balog maintains the race lead. Arenz going to stay glued to the bottom off of turn number 4. Pulls up next to Balog, and Travis Arenz takes the lead across the line. Travis Arenz takes the lead, and the crowd is on their feet at 141 Speedway. Travis Arenz to the top spot. Bill Balog trying to fight back around on the outside. This time by 20 laps to go, 19 laps to go for Travis Arenz across the line. Tanner Thorson's now into the 3rd spot. He makes his way by Justin Peck. Bill Balog fighting back on the outside, but it is all about Travis Arenz. This time by, we are at the halfway signal. 18 laps to go for the 25T of Travis Arenz. Car upside down. Red flag is out. Cannot tell who that is. I believe it was Kasey Kahne that got upside down. Macri climbing out of his car. Kasey Kahne and Anthony Macri, the 2 cars involved. Macri's out. So Kasey Kahne, Anthony Macri, the 2 cars involved. As you can see, Anthony Macri has gotten out of the 39M. It does look like Kasey Kahne is going to remain in the car. So your race leader is Travis Arenz, who, according to my research, tonight, obviously his high limit racing debut, he has never even attempted a race with the World of Outlaws. 2 career starts against the All-Star Circuit of Champions, a best run of 14th at Wilmot 2 years ago. Make that 2 career IRA sprint car wins to his credit. One of those coming earlier this year at the Plymouth Dirt Track. The other one was also at Plymouth back in 2023. So his 2 wins with the IRA both coming at the same racetrack. And his best ever finish here at 141 was a 4th place run. That was last year. Sounds like Anthony Macri got back into his car as they take it back to the work area. No, Macri's car is off on the hook. We'll see a replay here of what happens between Anthony Macri and Kasey Kahne. Should be at the top of your screen here. And it looks like Kasey Kahne made some contact. I could not tell who that was, but Kahne had gotten together. Maybe that might be Rico Abreu. I couldn't really tell there. But Brad Sweet is back in the work area once again. The Frozen Farmer Pick Pint will make another appearance on the track. We'll see. I think we all know where Travis Arenz is going to restart, but we will see where everyone else does. If Balog chooses to go to the top, because he was pretty committed right there. Even after getting passed by Arenz, he stayed on the top. And Balog will indeed choose the outside. That'll put Tanner Thorson down low on the inside of row 2. And Thorson may be in position, as we've talked about several times, it seems like over the last year and a half, to put himself in position for one of these wins. Tanner Thorson looking for 3 top 5s in a row. I can promise you he's never done that in his high-limit racing career prior to what could potentially happen here tonight. Lights are going out this time by. We still have halfway left in this feature event at 141 Speedway. Still have 22 cars left in this race on the track. And halfway to go. Arenz and Balog, the two Wisconsins coming back to green. We're back underway. Good restart for Arenz and a good restart for Tanner Thorson. He goes by Bill Balog across the start-finish line, and Tanner Thorson might have second down the back straightaway. Bill Balog fights back on the outside. He will maintain second down into turn number 3. Travis Arenz across the line, halfway home that time by. They are side by side for second down into turn number 1. Tanner Thorson down low. Bill Balog up on the side of the racetrack. He'll have it back away down the backstretch. Justin Peck runs in 4th. Then in 5th, it looks like it's Corey Day who's made his way by his teammate Spencer Bayston. Now Corey Day looking at Justin Peck for 4th. He goes by him into turn 1. Corey Day on the inside trying to get back by Justin Peck. He cannot do it yet. Now he does down the back straightaway. Corey Day from 14th to 4th in car number 14 BC. Tanner Thorson has settled the battle between himself and Bill Balog. He has the second spot. As I say that, Balog pulls back up next to him down the back straightaway. Travis Arenz still nice and tight around the inside of the racetrack next to the tires. Tanner Thorson once again single files himself out with Balog. Back behind, Corey Day begins his pursuit of Balog and Thorson as he's trying to be a part of a battle for that podium position. Up front, this time by, only 13 laps to go for Travis Arenz. The yellow's out. We've got Kyle Larson stopped in turn 2. And these yellows are exactly what Travis Arenz wants to see. He does not even want to sniff traffic here tonight. Back down to you, Tony.
Man, Chase, you're not lying about Travis Arenz wants some yellows, but you know who else is not hating these? Tyler Courtney, after getting bumped around while racing in the top 3, is now back comfortably inside the top 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th place for the driver of the 7BC. Man, what a climb back through the field for the driver of that NOS Energy Drink car. I'm sure he won't look back on this race with a smile despite all the passing he's done, but he has made that race car work high, low, through the middle, and on both ends. Tyler Courtney making the most of a very bad start to this race.
Yeah, he is on a warpath to the front. Here is a replay of Kyle Larson, and I believe he hit the tractor tire down there. Kyle Larson got a piece of one of the tractor tires in turns 1 and 2, and that is what spun around the Silver Motorsports 57. Frozen Farmer Pick Pint. Arenz, no surprise, he'll go to the bottom. Balog to the top. The top, it's very even, it appears, in 1 and 2 between the bottom and the top, but I believe the bottom in 3 and 4 is just a tick better than the top down there. But I think Balog knows at this point it is going to be very hard to pass Travis Arenz on the inside. He is not missing his marks one bit in this one, Tony.
Man, Chase, Bill Balog has made the top of turn 2 from the middle of 1 and 2 all the way off exit. I've been watching that battle intently between he and Thorson. Balog is so good through the middle of 1 and 2 off the top, but I think you're exactly right. It's that bottom of 3 and 4 paired with Tanner Thorson's patience and the way he set that number 88 up. It's made for a very entertaining race.
Yeah, and we still got a long ways to go. 14 laps remaining here at 141 Speedway. Green flag is back in the air. Once again, Thorson gets a great restart off the inside. Bill Balog plugs the right rear into the cushion. Here, 3 wide for second down the back straightaway. Bill Balog takes second back away. Travis Arenz straight and smooth around the bottom. Who will be the leader of this lap? It's still Arenz up front. Bill Balog now drops down low in turn 1. Balog has abandoned the top of the racetrack, leaving it wide open for Corey Day. Corey Day hammers the top, gets into the back of Justin Peck, and Brent Marks goes by. Brent Marks takes over the top 5 spot. Now he's going to go by for 4th. Brent Marks all of a sudden into the 4th position. Brent Marks up to 4th, nice and slow around the tires. Corey Day trying to get the top row, and he makes his way by Justin Peck down the backstretch. Corey Day is now into the top 5 and looking for Brent Marks off of turn number 4 for that 4th spot. Day, a little mistake right there down the front straightaway. This time by, we are 10 laps away from maybe the craziest winner in National Touring Sprint Car Racing history. Travis Arenz pulling away up front. Travis Arenz, nice and easy around the bottom of the 141 Speedway and pulling away from Bill Balog. Last time by was 2 seconds the gap for your race leader. Balog, Thorson, Marks, and Scotty Thiel's now into the top 5. Scotty Thiel into the top 5. Balog is venturing off the bottom. At least he did that time in turn 2. Takes that car right back to the bottom in 3 and 4. 8 laps to go. Travis Arenz has got to be shaking in his boots here. He is 8 laps away from the biggest day of his life. Can he do it tonight with Highlander Racing? Lap traffic is lying ahead for your leader. How much will it affect him? That time by 2.3 seconds was the gap. Balog has his hands full with Tanner Thorson as they race for that second spot. Brent Marks running in 4th. Scotty Thiel in 5th. Justin Peck, Tyler Courtney, Corey Day, Bayston, Pursley, Spencer Bayston in the top 10. Tyler Courtney hit the wall down the front stretch, and he's going to lose a couple of spots. He's now back to 12th. Your race leader, Arenz, down to the back of the field. On the back bumper of Max Guilford. Next time by 4 laps to go. And Balog took a 10th out of the lead the last time the caution comes out. Caution is out, and I can't tell who it is, at least from my vantage point here. Sounds like Tyler Courtney with an issue, and he is now headed to the work here. What a roller coaster of a race it has been for Tyler Courtney in this one. He went from the back after getting spun in 2nd and went all the way back to 7th. And now he's back in the work area again.
Man, a roller coaster of a race, Chase, but a roller coaster of a few nights. Tyler Courtney rolled into Red Cedar Speedway last night as the national championship point leader with Kubota Highlander Racing. And then after a top 5 finish from Brad Sweet, he came in here to 141, 2 points out in 2nd place.
And no guaranteed time in the work here within 10 laps to go. We have 5 to go. Travis Arenz, can he hang on? Back underway at 141 Speedway. Travis Arenz, he's done this a million times. Just run the bottom of the racetrack at 141. For 5 more laps, the yellow is out. We got one around in turn 4. It's Brad Sweet. Brad Sweet has gone around in turn 4. What is going on? I can't see from outside the booth here, but is there a full moon tonight? Because my goodness, the top 2 in points have been involved in multiple incidents here between Brad Sweet and Tyler Courtney, and that yellow is going to allow Tyler Courtney to come back onto the racetrack, I believe. There he's getting back in the push lane. So a huge caution coming from his closest championship rival to bring him back onto the track. A huge break because there was no guaranteed time in the work area with less than 10 laps to go. And so now the Napa Auto Parts 49 and the 7BC will restart this race 19th and 20th. Coming back to green, still 5 to go. Arenz off of turn number 4. Can he hang on? Good restart, pulls away from Balog. Balog knows it's time to go. Plugs the right rear into the cushion, trying to find some magic here late in the race at 141 Speedway. Looks to the outside. Off of turn number 4, Bill Balog is letting it all hang out. Off of turn number 4, Tanner Thorson to the left of Bill Balog. Off of turn number 2, can Balog get there? It does not look like the top is very good in that end of the racetrack. This time by 3 laps to go for Travis Arenz. Balog doing everything he can on the top. It's not working out. Tanner Thorson's trying to go by for 2nd. Balog once again flies it into turns 3 and 4. Tanner Thorson will go by for 2nd across the line. Tanner Thorson to 2nd. 2 laps to go for Travis Arenz. This time by, the white flag is ready to wave for the driver out of Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin. Can you believe what we are seeing here tonight? Down the back straightaway for the final time. Travis Arenz never ran a high limit racing event before, but tonight he wins $26,000 at 141 Speedway. Tanner Thorson second, third goes to Balog, fourth to Markson, fifth goes to Scotty Thiel. Wow, can you believe what we just saw here tonight? Absolutely unbelievable. A guy with 0 World of Outlaws starts, 0 high limit starts. Wow. Arenz wins it by 1 second over Thorson. Balog, Marks, and Thiel the top 5. Pursley, Day, Myers, Larson, Reutzel the top 10. I'm out of breath. I'm done. Wow. In his 66th career 410 sprint car start, he's only won twice ever in his career in a 410. But how about tonight with Kubota High Limit Racing, Travis Arenz? Unbelievable. Off the top of the car, Tony Laporta, I don't even know what to say. Take it away.
Not bad for a kid from Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin. Kubota High Limit Racing. High Limit came to an unknown market in Wisconsin to a racy third mile here at 141 Speedway. There were some invaders. There were some locals. People wondered who would get out of here on top at the Rudeen Foundation race. Well, it wasn't a high roller. It certainly wasn't an outlaw. And it was a driver from Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin. Ladies and gentlemen, he can hear you. Your winner is Travis Arenz. People are asking if you're serious. Are you?
I don't know where I'm at, but this is awesome. To start from 4 cylinders, the sport mods, won a track championship here in 2016 in the sport mod, won track championships in the 360, and now we did this in the 410 against some of the best. Whoo! I need a drink. I need a carbless.
Brother, my heart's pounding, and I wasn't even in the race car. What were those restarts like over and over and over again? You had Bill Balog, one of the best, maybe the best ever here at 141 Speedway. You had the high rollers behind you. What was going through your mind?
Oh, just to stay smooth and consistent. I knew the car was good everywhere I went, but I knew if I just hugged those tires like I did in sport mod days, we'd be A-okay.
Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin, IRA, you ran full-time a couple years, you picked and chose a schedule. What made you say, I need to be at High Limit's first ever trip to 141?
The only way you get better is to race with the best.
That's what we're talking about, and he did that here tonight. Travis Arenz beat the best with Kubota High Limit Racing. Do you know where you are yet?
We're at 141 Speedway, and I can't wait for this weekend.
And you're in Whiskey Myers Victory Lane. Congratulations, Travis Arenz. You just beat the high rollers.
Thank you very much. Thank you to all the fans for coming out. Thank you to all my crew, all my sponsors. I have so many sponsors. Service One Transportation, Professional Plating, Carbless, Don and Lynn Keel, Whipcoff Family Funeral Homes, Oosberg Concrete, Oosberg St. Bank, Pfeffer Trucking, which is a big help this year. Thank you, Kevin. I have so many. Sontag Plumbing, Ross Auto Restoration, Pallet Works, Jensen's Auto Sales, Lake Auto Glass, Fastenal, Amy Brusher Realty. Got to thank the guys at Baylines. Oh, I got a lot and I need to practice this.
That's all right. Hey, one more thing. I bet you got some friends and family up in those grandstands. You got anything to say to them?
Well, we did it. Hi, Mom. If you're here or if you're on TV, you're probably having a heart attack.
Congratulations, Travis.
Thank you, guys.
Travis Arenz wins against the high rollers. Chase Rodman, tell us about those contingencies.
Yeah, Tony, we're still trying to catch our breath up here, but Bill Balog, he ran the Jake's Golf Cart's fastest lap of the race there, and it was an 11.882 on lap number 2. As for the Rudeen Foundation Rookie of the Race, that was Dason Pursley with a P6 finish tonight in that number 13 car. And also, our Rod and Supply hard charger was Joel Myers Jr. How about 24th to 8th, plus 16 for him? So great job by Joel Myers. Let's go back downstairs to you.
Tanner Thorson chalking it up to some hard racing there. Second place, you and Balog went to war over there in 1 and 2. You stuck to the bottom. You could teach us all a lesson in patience, man. What was that fight like?
First of all, that looked like an old Wisconsin ass kicking to us. You know, he did a hell of a job and never missed his mark. So hats off to that crew. I heard it's his
Yeah, first national race, first national victory. Big deal for Arenz.
Yeah, definitely. Good job to them guys. And, you know, my crew's been working their asses off, and car's getting better and better. Stevie's probably, his phone, I'm going to have to get him a new phone here soon because it's probably wore out. But, happy with it. We've been really good, which is a very comfortable and awesome feeling. So we went out late there in qualifying and was able to kind of capitalize and make the best of it. And then the heat race, we were, you know, really good too. So, just keep tweaking on this thing, and once we get it to the super good spot on this car, it's gonna be pretty dangerous.
An 11th at Port Royal at the Tuscarora, a 4th at Butler, a 3rd last night at Red Cedar, and a 2nd here tonight at 141. What's left in this Rod Gross Motorsports 88? Hopefully
a 1st at Eagle. That'd be pretty nice. But, so we're going to go down to Plymouth tomorrow, just try to race as much as we can to get our car better. We got to race, and we've been rained out so many times, and it's just not good. So thank you, Rod and Nancy, Jason, Chantel, everybody, Stevie, everybody at Smith Titanium, Factor Kane Shocks. This Don Ott's ripping right now, too. So thank you. Thank Adam and, Maxim Chassis, Maxima Oils, BR Motorsports for, you know, giving us, you know, the best ignition in the business, and I'm ready to go for some more here.
You've been ready to go for a while. Tanner Thorson improves one more spot up the podium. 3rd last night at Red Cedar, 2nd here tonight at 141. He, Britt Marvel, and TJ Nichols just keep chopping wood. Bill Balog, that was a lot of fun to watch. Was it as much fun to compete in out there at 141?
Yeah, it was awesome. You know, the track, you know, really shaped up there, so it was a lot of fun. Congrats to Arenz there. That was a heck of a win. Yeah, just a good night for us overall. You know, we could have been a little better, I think. I could have probably putted around the bottom and maybe hung on to 2nd. I don't know, but I just wanted to win, and I thought that thing would clean off enough, and maybe we could make something stick there in those last couple laps.
You absolutely sold out around the top. It was so much fun to watch. Thanks a bunch for coming and racing with High Limit.
Yeah, thank you guys.
That's Bill Balog with a really impressive 3rd place finish. Tanner Thorson, with the help of TJ Nichols and Britt Marvel, comes home in 2nd. But Arenz gets the job done, and that applause you heard, I'm not sure if we got it on flow or not, but he took a dip in the pond back here behind Victory Lane. The crew has got the Rayce Rudeen Foundation electric guitar, and the driver is going to have a check for $26,000. Travis, Arenz, you're all wet, brother. You cooled off? You feeling better?
I feel a little bit richer now.
All right.
I can finally buy myself a new fire suit, and I heard him over the other week, and took the money from the fire suit to put towards the motor. So now we're good.
Is that water cold?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Hey, congrats, brother. Travis Arenz, once again, folks, gets it done. National start #1, national victory #1 for the driver from Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin. He beats them all here tonight at the 141 Speedway.